meters. When it is turning, it completes 10 full rotations in 1 hour. Okay? So 10 rotations equals 60 minutes. How do I know I had to go to minutes straight away? I'll just keep reading. At this stage, the diagram shows Ferris wheel before it starts to turn. At this stage, the point A is the lowest point. Everybody see point A on the graph? And as it rotates, it's going to rotate as well. Does that make sense? That its height is constantly going to change. So I'll give A, and then I'm going to do this. Okay. Okay. What should happen is that A is going to go up and down. Yeah. Look at the graphics, lads. Different class. Thank you. Thank you. I do my best. So what's going to happen is as the angle changes, what happens? It keeps going up and down. Its height is constantly changing. Okay. Can anybody tell me what's its minimum height? What would its maximum height be? Everybody cool with that? Yeah? Deadly. Okay. Now, the height h is the point of area after t minutes, right? First thing you're going to figure out is what's one rotation? 6 minutes. Okay. And one rotation is known as the period. Period is 6 minutes. You go with that? 2 pi over c is what? 6. C therefore must be 2 pi over 6, otherwise known as. See how quickly we figured out that? Yeah? Okay. Let's keep going down. Ah, look. It already gave it to us. That doesn't mean in exam you have to be given it, does it? No. Now, next thing. Where did the 60 come from? Where did the 60 come from? It's the amplitude, because what's the midway line between 132 and 12? What's halfway between that? No, not 60, oddly enough. Add them together and divide by 2. The midway line is actually 72. Everybody see the 72 in the formula? Let's make this formula a lot bigger. Okay. See that formula there? Everybody see the 72? That 72 stands for the midway line, halfway between your max and your min. Okay, next thing. Why is it a minus cos instead of a plus cos? Why is it a minus cos instead of a plus cos? Huh? Yeah, you're starting at the bottom and you're on your way up. In a different question, if I started on the top and was on my way down, that would be a plus cos. We all getting this? I'm going to pause now. Now, I explained where the 72 came from, but didn't explain where the 60 came from. So, the midway point would be our, sorry. So, the midway point is 72, but what you got to remember is above and below this midway point will be 60 above and 60 below. Because that's your amplitude. You go 60 up and 60 down. And 72 is the midway line. See the way that's 72. And we can go 60 above or 60 below. So that's why the amplitude is 60. Now, all good with that? Everybody, for some marks, why don't we go to our table function and put it in our calculator. And let's all get 10 marks each. We all good? Okay. So, what we're going to get is the following. We're going to get a... Oh, yeah. So, 72 minus 60 cos pi over 3. What are we doing? 0 to 8? 0 to 8 minutes. Step of 1. Okay. Call them out for me when you're ready. What's the next one? 12, one after that. What? 102, one after that. 132, one after that. One after that. After that. 12 after that. 42 and. So we're basically going up and down in height, aren't we? We're on our way up after 1 minute. We're on our way up. Then we reach our maximum height after 3 minutes. For 3 minutes, we're at the top of the Ferris wheel. We've completed half a rotation, haven't we? And then after that, we're on our way down again. Okay, pretty self-explanatory, right? Now, B, draw this graph. So look, I'll draw the graph. You guys just tell me the numbers. What's 0 again? 0, 12? 1 what? 42, 2, 102, yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 42, and 8, 102. Happy enough with that? Okay, try and keep it as a smooth curve. It's quite difficult for me to draw, to be fair, here, especially on the way down. But I think you'd all be happy that you could draw that. All right, give that attempt, right? Have we got that? Now, next question underneath that. Find the period and the range. I think we already found the period at the start of the question, didn't we? What did we say? One rotation takes 6 minutes, so the period must be 6. You could find that from your graph because, yeah, you're at 12 and you're on your way up, and now you're at 12 and you're on your way up. So the period is 6. Okay, your range is your top value to your bottom value. I think we already did that as well. 12 all the way up to 132. During the 50-minute period, what is the greatest number of minutes for which the point A could be higher than 42? 50 minutes is an awkward one, isn't it? Because in a way, the full period is 12, isn't it? So it's going to be like 12, 24, 36, and 48. So the period is actually 6. Is that right with you guys? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 42. Now the problem is, after 48, it doesn't complete a full period anymore, does it? So I think we can get ourselves all the way up to 48 pretty quickly. It's what to do in between 48 and 50 is what we have to figure out. So let me explain. We're looking for when we're bigger than 42. Which one's 42 again? This one here, wasn't it? And this one here. Okay, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory that it's every 4 minutes. We spend 4 minutes above 42. Okay, so 4 minutes every time. And how many 4 minutes do we have here? There's 8 sets of 4 minutes. So that's going to be 32. Is that all right? 32 minutes. Now, what happens in between 48 and 50? Is it still below? Yeah, it's just this little region here, isn't it? 48. Oh, no. Ah, cheeky buggers. Because that could be reset as, this could be reset as 48. That could be 49, and that could be reset as 50. So what we can say is that it's definitely one added onto it. So 33 minutes for everybody. Is that cool? All good? Okay, what's the next part? By solving the following equation, find the second time the point is at a height of 110 meters. Okay, there is a chance that we haven't done this exercise yet, so I will double check the question. There's some sort of question that'd be similar in nature to this. I'll make sure that it doesn't come up, right? But here's what we're looking at. 110, right? Ever see 110? Now, where do we think 110 occurs for the second time? The first time, the second time. Where's the first answer? A t-value of 2 point something. Would you agree with that? That's the first answer. And the second answer? A t-value of 3.8-ish. Okay, let's see if we can solve this. So we're expecting an answer of 2.2 and 3.8. And 3.8 is the second time it happens. All right, let's try this out. Ready for this? Okay. Now we're going to love this, we are. Ready? Okay. Goal is to isolate. We're going to isolate this variable. Okay. Move the 72 over to the other side and take it away from 110. What do we get? 38. Okay. See that minus 60? Bring it underneath. Grab that minus 60 and bring it underneath the 38. So you get 38 over minus 60. What do we get? Huh? Minus 19 over 30. Are we all happy with cos pi over 3t here, yeah? For argument's sake, we're not going to call it pi over 3t anymore. Guess what we're going to call it instead? A letter of your choosing. What letter would you like to choose? X. My Z's look like 2, so I'll never choose Z's. All right? Now, lads, see that? Cos is negative. A, S, T, C. What two quadrants are we looking at? T and S. We have one problem, however. This entire system is in what? Radians, not degrees. So when we get the answer in degrees, we're going to need to convert it into radians. Let's do that. 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360, right? So let's cos inverse that in degrees. Shift mode setup degrees. Okay, so what is it? So shift. Oh, wait. Okay, shift cos inverse. What's it? Minus 19 over 30? Or I do 19 over 30 usually myself. First answer is 129.3. Second answer, however, I'd have to treat that as a positive. 50.7 do us. And what quadrant are we in? We're in the third quadrant, aren't we? The two answers are meant to be in the second and the third quadrant. Yeah. So look at this, second and third quadrant. So we're going to do third quadrant rule is 180 plus R, which is, anybody? 230.7. Right. Who knows how to convert angle into radians? Let's find out. Pi equals 180. 1 degree will equal. What does 1 degree equal? So grab your number and multiply it by pi over 180 and change it into decimals. Yeah, I think so. Just give me a sec. Multiply by pi, then divided by 180. I'm gonna go for I'm gonna get rid of the dec. So 2.26 for me. Is that right with you guys? Anybody else get 2.26 or 2.57 even? 2.257. And this one here. Convert it into radians. Yep. 4.027. Now, here's my issue. I thought we cleared it earlier that the answer is meant to be 2.2-ish and 3.8. Interesting. 2.2-ish and 3.8-ish. Maybe I just drew it wrong. Okay, ready for this? Here we go. Have a plan. Here's my plan. What did we say x is equal to? X is equal to pi over 3t. So pi over 3t equals that. And pi over 3t equals this one. So do me a favor, get your answer, multiply it by 3, and then divide it by pi. So I'm going to multiply this by 3. Then I'm going to divide it by pi. 3.8. Exactly what I was expecting. 3.845. There's your time for the second. That's the second time it occurs, isn't it? And the first time it occurs, which we don't really care about anyway, but for arguments, for completion's sake, multiply by 3, then divided by pi. 2.155. Huh? Just ask you to do that. Give your answer in minutes, 2 decimal places. Imagine doing all that and losing marks because I didn't round it. That'd be grim. Alright, for argument's sake, 3.85 and 3.85 is our answer. Happy days.